Alright guys, welcome back to another Wi-Fi battle. Today I have an UBERS match against Aquarium, who is on Discord. I don't have any YouTube or social media for him, so so he leads off with his Xerneas and I lead off with my Groudon. Obviously a Primal Groudon. I don't know why you really wouldn't run one at this point, maybe a Choice Scarf Eruption, but honestly it's just better to go Primal since it's so strong. But obviously I sent him out. I want to get those Stealth Rocks up. Because his team is kind of weak to Stealth Rocks. He does have the Yveltal, and it's really going to help out if that Yveltal has to take 25% on every switch in. So he switches out Xerneas, obviously predicting the Stealth Rock, so he goes into his Arceus because his Arceus can deal with this. So I go for the Stealth Rock here, and the Stealth Rock is going to be on the field, which is pretty good for me. But his Arceus is actually Arceus Water, and this was such an annoying Pokemon. He has Toxic on this thing, which is going to poison my Groudon, which is not very good. So now my physical wall is kinda... Well, he's not really a physical wall, he's kind of a tank kind of deal. But whatever. I go for the Precipice Blade, see how much it does. It does a bit over half, it's a 2-hit KO, but as you'll see here, he does have Recover, and he's just going to end up stalling me. And it gets really annoying because I really can't hurt this Arceus. You'll see I try all my Pokemon and none of them do enough damage. For some reason I try to set up a Rock Polish here. I'm not sure why. Maybe because I thought outspeeding it was going to help. Maybe he wouldn't recover again. But unfortunately I tried to use it again. And as you'll see, he's just going to recover again. And I realize there is nothing I can do. He's just going to continue to stall me. I'm going to be dead before I even come close to killing him. Even a crit won't really help. But yeah, so here I realize, well, there's not much I can do. Gonna have to switch, obviously. And I go into my Kyogre because I'm thinking, yeah, a Thunder might be able to do some decent damage here. And obviously I'm Primal again. Choice Scarf Kyogre is a bit more viable than a Choice Scarf Groudon, just simply because it's got super high special attack. But again, it's still better to run Primal Kyogre. This is more of a defensive Kyogre than offensive Kyogre. I'm not sure why. I didn't want to have a full offensive team, so I just kind of, slapped on Toxic on this thing, called it defensive. But he switches out into his Groudon here, and I am actually so happy that I'm running Toxic on this Kyogre, because it means that this Groudon now is going to be Toxic. But I don't think I actually do that yet. I think I go for Ice Beam first. No, I do go for Toxic. Sorry, okay. So I go for Toxic. And, yeah, so now his Groudon's Toxic. So, that is a massive problem just gone. Because he's now Toxic. So he's going to be taking damage every turn. They can't have leftovers because they're Primal, so that's all good. Now I'm going to switch because I know that a Precipice Blade is going to do a lot to me. And I go into my Giratina because I'm immune to that. So that's pretty good. And he actually goes for his own Stealth Rocks here. So he predicted the switch, which was pretty good. And now, I mean, there's not much I can do with my Giratina. It is more offensive than defensive. And the main reason I wanted to use Giratina Origin, because I thought it looked cool. So I just kind of wanted to use it. But whatever, he switches out here because he doesn't want to have to deal with any of my attacks. And Xerneas is obviously immune to my Dragon Stab, so that's good. I go for the Earthquake here, and it does not much really. It does about, what, 25% 4-hit KO. After Stealth Rocks, maybe just under 4, I don't know. As he goes for the Moonblast here, and I'm not sure if this is Specs or something, because that did a lot of damage. And I'm pretty sure I'm max HP, so I really think I should have lived that, unless it was Specs, that is. Anyway, I switched to my Groudon because I know I can live a Moonblast, and I can pretty much kill him with any move I have because he's about half health at this point, a bit over half. So he goes for the Moonblast, and yeah, that does a fair amount. Brings me down to 8 HP, and I can just finish him off with a Fire Punch. Boosted from the Sun, it does a heap of damage. Just look at that. Takes out the Xerneas. Don't have to worry about Geomancy sweeping, which is always good. Always a good sign. So now, but unfortunately I have to lose my Groudon in this trade, and that's not very good. So he's going to send out his Arceus again, and I send out my Yveltal. Now Yveltal is probably kind of the best Pokemon on this team. Unfortunately I do not use it to its full potential. because I'm not selecting Dark Pulse, and I don't have Sucker Punch on it, which is something I should really consider if when I keep playing Ubers and using Yveltal. This battle's actually from a while ago, so I don't think I use this Yveltal anymore. But I go for the Oblivion Wing here, thinking it'll do more damage than it does, but it doesn't. It does like under half, and I'm like, what? Why? And Dark Pulse might have actually done a bit more, but I'm toxic, so basically he's gonna continue to stall me again, and like, this is not fun. Please stop stalling. No, it's actually, you know, Oblivion Wing's not gonna do much, so again, he's just able to stall my Yveltal until it's dead. I think I'm maybe max speed Yveltal, but I'm not sure. I know I'm Choice Specs, that's all I know. It's the same, I'm pretty sure it's the same team from the Showdown video, which was last week. So anyway, I send out my Kyogre now. Want to get some thunder damage on him, because I'm thinking maybe that'll do a bit. But obviously the switch into Primal Groudon is too obvious here. He's going to recover up all his health, which is unfortunate. But the switch into Groudon's very obvious, so I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam, and that's going to do the most damage out of all my attacks, so that's pretty decent. It does a fair chunk to the Groudon, actually. I think it brings him down to a quarter. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw that, but it just flashed back to the battle video thing. Anyway, so, oh, wow, yeah, it brings him down to a quarter, and the Toxic's going to take him out soon. I just have to live Precipice Blades, but I don't want to have to live that, obviously, because that's going to do a lot. So I just switch into a Yveltal, and Shiny Yveltal actually looks really good, guys. Can't believe it took him this long to release it. I think it was an event in Sun and Moon. But he actually goes for the Lava Plume here, so he's special attacking Groudon, which is you see that sometimes, but I definitely prefer physical, so you can run Precipice Blades and Earthquakes. But I go for the Oblivion Wing here, and it's gonna take him out, obviously, give me some health back. So I'm looking not too good for the next Pokemon to come in. Probably going to just kill me in one shot, especially if it's faster than me. Taking toxic damage. So yeah, I'm kind of at the same point as I was before I killed the Groudon. So he's going to switch in his Arceus now, and I have to go for Oblivion Wing. But he outspeeds, unfortunately. I think I'm max speed, and he still outspeeds. I'm not sure. Maybe he's fast, bulky support, but I'm really not sure at this point, because he's really bulky. So now I send out that Kyogre, and he has really nothing to take a Thunder now. I mean, he doesn't have a switch in, which is someone that's immune to Thunder, so I can basically do that free here. But he goes for the Toxic, and unfortunately, now my Kyogre is kind of crippled because it can't do anything, so that sucks. But Thunder is going to hit because of the rain, and it does, I don't actually remember how much it does. Oh wow, that does a lot. Okay, so it does a lot, but obviously he can just start recovering now, and it's just going to be another stall fest. But I think, no, he doesn't actually do it. He goes for the Judgment, which is Water Judgment, powered up by the rain. It's actually going to do a decent amount, because Kyogre has a lot of special defense, so yeah, that does a lot. Thunder is going to take him out here, obviously. There's no way he's living it from here. But he still has a couple more Pokemon in the back, and my Kyogre is pretty much dead at this point. It's toxic, and he sends out the Gengar, Shiny Gengar. It's obviously going to be Mega. Why not? Why wouldn't you run Mega in Ubers? And so he's going to Mega it here, and unfortunately there is nothing I can do. This guy basically just destroys me. He's the Hex set, which means that Hex is going to have double power since I'm status, and there's no way I'm leading that. Maybe if I wasn't status, I probably could have lived that, because Kyogre has a really high special defense. But you never know. I set in Mewtwo now, and the switch into Yveltal is really obvious, but at this point I gotta play risky, otherwise I'm not gonna win at all. So I go for this Ice Strike here. I really wish that I had the Ice Beam on this Mewtwo, but I was using it on Showdown, but I forgot to put it onto my team when I was making it in game, so it doesn't have Ice Beam, so that sucks. So I can't do a lot of damage to this Yveltal. The most damage I can do to it is with Flamethrower, and I'll use that in a second, and it'll do nothing. It's probably, I think it's in a couple turns actually. So I switch in my Arceus here, max HP, max defense Arceus, set up some Sword Stances, and you can sweep through teams and live hits. And Dark Pulse does so much damage. Dark Pulse on Yveltal, Dark Aura, And at the end, this guy reveals himself to be Choice Scarf on the very last turn, which is interesting. But he switches out Gengar here, predicting the extreme speed, but I actually go for the Swords Dance. And if you don't know the Hex set with Gengar, it's actually Will-O-Wisp and Hex. So obviously he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp here. And yeah, I'm burnt, so I can't do anything. Me, for some reason, I think I went for another Swords Dance, I'm not sure. I think I did. No, I went for the Shadow Claw here. And I go for Swords Dance the next turn, and I don't know why. Because I probably could have taken out his Gengar. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing, okay? I really don't know what I was thinking. But he goes for Sludge Wave here, and this does a lot. Gengar has a lot of special attack. And I go for the Swords Dance. I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I mean, maybe I was playing risky, but a Shadow Claw would have taken out Mega Gengar. Maybe I was predicting a switch. I don't know. I really don't even remember at this point, but it was the worst play I've made in a long time. As he goes for the Sludge Wave and finishes off my Arceus. Mega Gengar's shiny is so good, by the way. Just had to say that. It's like full white, and it just looks so good. Such an improvement from the previous shiny. Send out my Mega Mewtwo Y in the Love Ball, and I'm just going to play it safe here. Get one more KO with the Flamethrower, just in case he switches. We'll get some damage off. But it doesn't matter, as you see at the end, as his Yveltal is actually Choice Scarfed, so he doesn't even have to run the Sucker Punch. He can just go for the Dark Pulse and take me out. Would Flamethrower have taken him out? Maybe. No, actually I don't think so. I don't know. He's max speed, so maybe. I haven't run the calcs on that, but he takes me out with the Dark Pulse. And yeah, that's the battle. If you guys did enjoy this, make sure to leave a like. I am really enjoying the Uber tier. I'm definitely going to do more, but also I want to do some lower tier stuff as well, like usual. I've been playing OU again. I usually don't play a lot of OU, but it's kind of fun. But I really do enjoy playing the lower tiers. So if you guys want to battle me, hit me up on Twitter. If you guys want to battle me, because I'm looking for requests, particularly in Ubers. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.